Squirrels! So hello, and welcome to another Legends of Runeterra video. My name is Chris, and today we will be playing a deck that I love. It features one of my favorite cards, and that is Insightful Investigator. As soon as this card came out, I just, had a liking for this card. I don't know why. Some cards just sort of gravitate towards you, and this was one of them. I love sort of build around cards, which is probably why Runeterra is my favorite card game, because the champions tend to be kind of build around, and I love that whole idea. And Insightful Investigator is one of the more rare followers that you can definitely build around, and is a hell of a lot of fun, and also got a big card coming its way in stress testing, because of course stress testing has mostly been used, for the last part of the card, the draw one fleeting when it's discarded. That's what most people have focused on when using this card in decks. But with Insightful Investigator, the first part of the card is actually pretty important as well, because Insightful Investigator draws you potentially a lot of fleeting cards, and with our deck, it can be a lot of fleeting cards. And so removing fleeting from cards in hand actually can be quite valuable for 1 mana at burst speed. Because of course we have a lot of 2-drops. Of course, all the moon weapons themselves are 2-drops. So there's a lot of synergy there. And you can draw literally your entire deck. If you are not careful, you will mill yourself with this deck. Because if your opponent leaves Investigator on the board for even 2 or 3 turns, you will draw so many cards with this deck. Between the moon weapons and all of the good 2-drops that exist in these regions, you can really get through a lot of cards. Gotcha as well, of course, essentially acts as a 2-drop in this deck, because you draw so much that you normally will find a chance to get it discounted. We also get to play the Veiled Temple, which is it's a perplexing card. People are so split on this card, even now. Like, normally it takes a couple days, but I think people are still quite split on whether the Veiled Temple is good or not. I actually think it's perhaps the only landmark. Maybe Slaughter Ducks is another one of these, where it's like decent. It's good in certain matchups, not as good in other matchups, and that's quite rare for a landmark. Landmarks so far have tended to be like completely insane busted, like Grand Plaza, completely unusable, like Nox Trian Arena or Vaults of Helia, or like very important for their deck, like Scargrounds, right? Like, they might not be good, but in the decks that it's played, it's like the central piece of the deck. But the Veiled Temple is like, kind of just like, it's decent sometimes, but maybe not others. And I think that has caused people to be like, no, it's really good, I love when I play it, or no, it's not good, look at these places where it's not good to be played. So I think it actually is maybe one of the first times they've found a landmark that is probably in a good spot. But we get to play in this deck because, of course, with all the cycle we have, sometimes you can have trouble with Veiled Temple. You're playing cards all the time and you're refilling your mana, so you're playing even more cards. You don't have enough draw effects to keep going. But with Insightful Investigator, we definitely have enough draw to keep going. That's kind of the whole point of this deck. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Win-wise, obviously, we potentially just outvalue them with Aphelios. It happens a lot, and with so much draw, we can just simply outvalue your opponent. That is something that can happen. We can get something big off Star Shaping to just, win the game that way. Living Legends, a lot of the Invoke 7 will potentially win you a game. Vi, of course, can win you a game if you level her up and then the opponent can't deal with her. More rare, but it can happen. And Zoe, of course, Zoe leveling up can win you a game, giving everything elusive or whatever. So there's definitely different ways of winning, although I'd say the main one is probably just the pure outvalue game plan. I've got a handful of cards, you've got no cards in hand, and you just win because of that, right? So that's kind of how the deck plays. Oh, it's a perfect 20-20 split. Didn't notice that before, but yes, this is such a fun deck. So cool. I really do enjoy it. So let's get into some games and see how we do. Ooh. Riven Draven with Shadow Elves. Is this the Darrowing deck? It very well could be. Which means we could be on the back foot somewhat, so I'm not sure Veiled Temple is that good. I think we need some earlier options. Zoe could be nice. It's probably Darrowing, I assume, with Riven. I think I tried this a long time ago. Back before Riven was even playable. Well, I shouldn't have too much removal, I wouldn't have thought. Unless this is completely a different deck. But I'm pretty sure it should be a Darrowing type deal with a lot of overwhelm. Get the star chart out. Let's see what he does. Yeah. Now, do I actually just want to block here? It actually could be worth it. Yeah, it is what I think it is. Could find the stun here. But this does pretty well as well. Gives me a block. Do have double star shaping, which is pretty nice. Gives that overwhelm, so that's probably not worth a block then. With Zoe. Do have to go down to 14, but hopefully we can find some balance here. There's a Aphelios. Maybe if we attack first and see what we can do. The ballista. So, if I start with you and go into Aphelios, the stun could be very useful in this matchup, I think. Ah, Legion Saboteur as well. Not ideal, but I think what I'll do is I'll block this, and I'll block you, and I'll gotcha this. Shouldn't have too much for this, I don't think. Fervor, maybe? That would be fine. Because we have Crescent Strike, we can always afford to just wait. So I want to do this now. Probably not. There's probably going to be bigger threats than this.
These hands know metal and magic.
So what would we want? Gravitum, maybe? The lifesteal, though, seems pretty good.
Move sure as the moon, brother.
Noxus lives on.
Okay. Let's play the goat here, and we could probably go for Severum now. And go and get Gravitum. Interesting pass. Is he just waiting for a harrowing here? Do I just pass here? I don't think so. I think I go for this.
From darkness, light.
Get our 4/4 goat. Okay, he wants to block it then.
I am with you.
Is Aphelios giving us too much value here? Perhaps. Perhaps.
Silly thing.
Silly thing. We go back up to 16, which is good. Probably rummage away. How many cards are we on? 5, 9. Have to keep that in mind as well. We could probably maybe rummage away something if we need to, but not right now. We could see harrowing here. Yeah, it is. 100%. But we can kill one with Mystic Shot. We can Crescent Strike 2 of them. So we can Crescent you 2. The fact he's had to use one already is, pretty good. Doesn't have enough for Blade of the Exile.
Got something for him? Behind ya?
It ends in silence.
go down to 9.
Run while you can.
Let's play you.
Witness perfection, meatbags.
To serve the greater good.
Okay. Now, do I open star shaping to stop a Darius level up? It is possible that that is correct. Let's try it. Cosmic could be decent. I do need to win this game at some point. Am I going to get time to play Cosmic? Perhaps not. Perhaps I should just go for something big. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to get the time to be able to play it, to be honest. So let's go for you. I think... we've got a Gravitum.
Find peace in the quiet, Fel. It's just us.
He's played two... Yeah, I don't think we'll be needing this too much now. I think maybe the lifesteal is best.
Darkness falls. The moon rises.
Yeah, there is Darius, so we did stop this level up, which is really good. Let's rummage away you. And the gem, probably. Maybe I could have got rid of this. Okay, yeah. Oh, he's gonna put Bladed Exile on it. That's not good. Man, this is a really cool deck these days. I mean, if he waits, then we're good. But, whoa. I did not expect that. 'Cause this dies to a lot.
Finally, some action.
Okay, we're gonna look for a Mystic Shot here. 100%. Sketcher. Stress testing.
So ordinary.
I could go for this now. That again would stop the Darius leveling up. I do need to win this game at some point. Oh, yeah, decisive. Guess we want that. Which keeps us alive, just. Okay. So we need you. Silencing this would be okay. Serpent's probably a bit better.
Another spark.
Sure, let's play you.
But look at me now.
Let's play the snake.
Upgrade.
So pick off this.
Prime and ready.
Okay, let's go for Destroyer into Infernum. Shouldn't really be a way he can stop that. And we want Gravitum, I guess. Well, Gravitums can't hit. We can Gravitum this as well. That could be okay. Drag the snake. And just start attacking. Infernum or Crescendum? I guess Infernum. Let's go for that. Just increase these attack. Aphelios will level up as well.
You are its voice.
Maybe we can put him under some pressure here.
Like this.
Maybe Maybe, yeah, let's attack. So what, he can... If he takes 11, he has to block here. If he blocks Aphelios, he's down on... If he blocks Aphelios, he's down on 7-1. He's down on 1, which means he can't develop or anything like that.
Scurry, weakling.
Yeah, so he's going down to 1. He has this on 2 health. I have a star shaping in hand and he can't develop because I can just play the ignition. So we're very close now. We're up to 16 health. I can't see a way we can't be good because I can just block this with this and he can't stun it with decisive maneuver. It looked really dicey there for a second, but I think we're going to get there. That's fine. I've still got this star shaping. That's pretty much the last thing he can do. Yeah. And that's not enough. Yep, you can give it quick attack all you want. All I've got to do is block. Stay on 11. Okay, more tricks. Still got the star shaping, so we're still fine. Yep, that's fine. And now, survive this. Oh, what a game! Oh, man, that looks so dicey, but we got there. More overwhelm. Seems like that's what people like it, which is fair enough. I completely understand because against a lot of the decks that are good right now, overwhelm is doing pretty well. Now, gotcha, I mean, it might even be a keep, but obviously it feels bad. Gifts is probably a little too slow. You know, paying 4 mana to kill something probably is a little too slow. Okay, we have a pretty decent hand, I would say. Zoe on 1 as well is pretty good because, again, Crescent Strike in these games, that will win you. Crescent Strike will win you a game against these overwhelmed decks. I could pass this turn so that I can get Aphelios out with Nightfall on the next turn. I probably will block. Well, though now maybe I want to play this because that's just a good block. Yeah, maybe I will. Okay, he goes for the attack. I'll go for the block. Deals the 1 damage, but we get a good block off him there as well. Now we can probably just... Do I want to open attack here? Probably so, I think. Now, I don't want to play this yet because we are pretty mana intensive. What's this going to be? Death's Hand? Okay, he wants to stop that, but that's fine. It's costing him his turn, basically. We can probably sketch of this. Again, try and find something like Crescent Strike. Yeah, I am going to do this because I could still increase the attack of this to 2. Oh, we could even do that. I could even Moonsilver now, play Aphelios. Is that worth it? Probably not. See what he does. Goes for this open attack. Play Moonsilver now. On Aphelios maybe. I can just block. Okay, get the block in, that's good. Now I think we do have time now. Because he open attacked, I think we've got time. We can't get it this round, which is unfortunate, but I do think we have time to do this. Okay, Wolf Rider, not ideal. But yeah, I think we've got the time to get this in now. We can Star Chart first, perhaps. So we want to play Aphelios. We want to get the stun. If we don't find the stun, I guess we will take... The Elusive can block that, which could be decent. But then I could just go for the Aphelios 1. Could always have Sejuani, which makes Moonglow a bit better, perhaps. I want some board presence, I think. So let's go for you. We obviously want Caliber here.
As darkness falls, the moon
Got a 4/4
rises.
Aphelios, which is good. Grenadier. Let's play you now. Ah, I should have played this first. It was a mistake.
Rend them limb from
That's a
limb.
good block for you.
The first fight.
Severum or Gravitum? Definitely Gravitum. Get the next one as well. Oh, Troll Chant or something? Elixir? Okay, that's okay. It's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. Okay. Now I could go for a cheeky stress testing star shaping block here. Okay, if you're gonna do something like that, do I want Crescendum? Probably yes. Now I can do something pretty fun here, and that I can block this by buffing Aphelios here, and that's gonna give me, you know, much better blocks. What's this gonna be? A Fervor. Okay. I mean, that just gives this, puts this within Mystic Shot range, which it wasn't before. He's going full in on the damage. I think I'm just going to play this. Because it gives me such a good block. We want Star Shaping to heal us as much as possible. Fortunately, Insightful Investigator hasn't been the most useful in these games. Maybe let's go for this. We definitely want you. See what we get.
Crescendo.
A goat. We'll play another goat here. Getting very good attacks from this. The Veiled Temple is doing work as well, which is really nice. I could open attack here. Play this a bit slow. I think with Star Shaping we can afford to play this a bit slower. Could maybe force a couple blocks. It could be, what would this be? Another Death's Hand. Okay, so this is kind of where we want to be though, where he's running out of cards. Sejuani is always a threat. Darius is also a threat. Do have this Star Shaping still.
Unit 6.
Once I send papers, now faces.
Deal 3 to a follower, which I think will be... what do we want? Gravitum? Yeah. Let's just try and stun this if he develops next turn.
The facts fall into place.
A Gotcha as well. Nice.
Calibrum.
So I just use that on this.
Our path is fixed. Now we must walk it.
Do lose the Sump Dredger.
And that would mean
See what we, oh, we got the Mystic Shot next. No, we just needed that next turn. Okay. Okay, I still feel good about our position.
Safety disengaged.
Have this. Oh, we found another Mystic Shot. Awesome. And this should be game. I'm glad we got to see Investigator, you know, do something at least. These haven't been the games that, you know, maybe she's best for, but...
if they don't break, they'll burn.
I mean, I could Gravitum this now, even. I mean, this is just going to end the game on the spot, I think. Because now I can Gravitum Darius. There's no real threat. Do I want Infernum or Crescendum? I guess Infernum. Let's win the game at some point.
System upgrade.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What a game.